Hey guys, welcome back to Farmhouse and a Broom. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my wedding tips for you, and this is just based on my experience and the things that I came across. So let's get on into it. I apologize now, but my husband is out there on his gaming headset, so you will probably hear him talking because our walls are like not even insulated. Barely. So the first tip I have for you guys is don't overwhelm yourself. So what I mean by this is when I was getting married and planning our wedding, I also had a full-time job at the time, and that took up the majority of my day, of course, and we were also working on renovating our house. So I would wake up in the mornings and then go to work and then, you know, do my 8 hours. Thankfully at the time it was only 8 hours. I've been at jobs where I've had to do like 12 hours or more, so thankfully it was only 8 hours. And then I would get off work and I would come here to the house and work on it until like 12 at night, and then go home, go to sleep, and get up and do it again. So my only time to really like plan for our wedding and figure out things would be on the weekend when we weren't working on the house. So I really overwhelmed myself and like filled my plate up too much, and I'm like the most easiest going person. Like things just don't get to me typically, they don't bother me, but I did overwhelm myself, and it's like easy to do when you're planning a wedding and trying to figure everything out, so definitely don't do that. My second tip for you guys would be to go cheap or try to do your decor yourself, because in the end decor will add up and it gets expensive, especially if you're getting married in like a big place. Originally we had planned to get married outside, so that wasn't going to take any decorations hardly at all, you know, but we ended up getting married in our church, and our church is really big, it really is, and gosh, it took a lot of decorations, and even with the ones that I put in there, I felt at the end that there was like barely anything in there. So, but I got a lot of decor from the dollar store, and then I made a lot of decor myself, and I had like a sign in the entryway, and what I did was we had plywood, and I had my dad cut out a square of plywood, and I just painted it how I wanted it and what I wanted it to say, and that's what we put out in the lobby, and it looked great, guys. So if you can do anything yourself, definitely do that. Because it will add up in the end. But if money is not a problem for you, then don't even worry about it. But for us it was, so that's my advice. So this next one might be kind of like a duh kind of thing, but for me, like I said, I was overwhelmed. I had several things on my plate, so I didn't really think about my guest list way ahead of time like I should have. I just kind of was like, oh well, I'll just invite family and a couple friends and that'll be good. And like I said, our church was big, so when the day finally came, it felt like there was hardly anybody there. And I mean, there was still a lot of people there, but it felt like there wasn't. And I feel like I would have invited a lot more people in the end. And even I don't like big gatherings, I don't like tons of people, but I wish there would have been more people there. So if I would have thought about it a lot sooner, planned out things, and could like actually think about a lot of people that I wanted to come, then it would have turned out a lot better. But I didn't do that, so definitely plan that out ahead of time, and don't feel bad. I feel like a lot of like people try to make you feel bad if you start planning your wedding out like a year in advance or whatever. Don't feel bad about that. That's great. And if you have more things done ahead of time, that's less stress on you when it comes closer to time. So don't worry about that, and don't listen to people. Look for your bridesmaids and groomsmen's like outfits or accessories, whatever you need, way ahead of time, because I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but then it kind of was. I knew that I wanted my bridesmaids to wear skirts and just like lacy tops, and I didn't care that they all matched. Like I just, you know, I kind of liked the different look with the bridesmaids. But it took me forever to find skirts for my bridesmaids, and I ended up thankfully finding these ones online, and they were just flowy like peach skirts, and they were really pretty, but they were like one size fit all, so I was super scared. And my girls didn't try on their skirts, I don't think, until like the day of, which is insane. I can't even believe we did that. But thankfully they made it, they all made it work, and one of them was even pregnant. So like I'm thinking back, I'm like, really? Did I not think about this stuff? But thankfully it worked on all of them. It fit all of them great. They all looked your photos super good. And what I mean by this is when, like, after we got married, we did our pictures with our families and all of that. But then after that, we went down to the reception area and we stayed down there for a little bit, but then my aunt came and got me because she's the one that took our pictures. And then we went out and did pictures with just me and my husband. And I guess people thought that we were just left or something, so they ended up leaving. And I had like fireworks planned and all of this stuff, like the little sparklers, and that didn't work out because people were literally leaving. So definitely plan out your photos when you're going to take them, and let your photographer and the video person know what kind of stuff that you have in your mind that you want to see. I feel like I didn't do that, and I didn't really get in the end what all I wanted to see, you know. So, but I had family members do our photos and our video, and I didn't even talk to our video person ahead of time, so they just kind of showed up and shot whatever they wanted to. But it was, in the end, like, it was still a great video, and I still loved it, and I will always love it. But it wasn't exactly what I wanted, you know, the kind of vibe that I wanted or anything. So if you have something in mind like that, definitely let them know so they can plan ahead of time and everyone's on the same page. And also let people know the theme of your house. And what I mean is, at my bridal shower, people, you know, brought gifts and stuff, and I didn't let them know ahead of time like what kind of theme we were going for like a farmhouse and these colors and whatnot. So people kind of just brought whatever, and some of the things I ended up getting didn't go with our house at all, but I still used them for like a year or whatever, and then I ended up selling them. Some of them I still have and I still use regardless, but definitely if you have a theme for your house and you're kind of like, you know, an interior person and you really like home decor, then let those people know ahead of time so they don't just buy you stuff that you're not even going to use. Another thing is to enjoy your bridal shower. So don't feel like you have to do the same exact thing as every other woman for your bridal shower. If you want to go to Las Vegas, go to Las Vegas. If you want to sit at home, you know, like just do whatever you want to do. And I was planning on not even having one, like that wasn't even on my mind. I didn't want one, but my preacher's wife ended up coming up to me and asked if she could throw me one, so I told her she could, and it ended up being super nice and I loved it. But we actually did it after my wedding, which was different, and I don't think anybody has ever heard of that around here. But yeah, it was after my wedding because we were so busy before the wedding that we just didn't have time. We were also doing like marriage counseling and stuff, and we just literally did not have time with the home decor, the counseling, the jobs, everything, the planning. Didn't have time. But we did it afterwards, and the thing that was so awesome was, I'm not really like a game type of person. I don't like being the center of attention and stuff, which I would have been fine if we played a couple games, but she actually went and she brought a whole bunch of crafts, like all the scissors, all the construction paper, all the like stickers, all the paints, all the markers, everything that you could think of, the ribbon, the little cubes with like the alphabets on them and everything. Literally everything. Flowers, all that you could imagine. She brought all of those, and then she went and got like really cheap frames from thrift stores, Goodwills, whatever, and brought those. And everybody could make a frame, and they could make it for whoever they wanted and make whatever they wanted. And it was really, really nice, you guys. Like, it ended up being a total bonding experience for everyone. I feel like it broke the ice, and we just all really had a good time. So that's an idea if you don't like playing games. Another tip I have is about my dress. So my mom actually bought my dress for me, and I wanted to go with a super simple like boho dress. I was really going for the bohemian vibes for our wedding, and that's what I was going for. And I wanted to go for like a super simple dress, just flowy, lacy, whatever, and really cheap is what I had in mind. But my mom, she took me to David's Bridal, and she was like, I want you to pick out a dress here and everything. So I tried them on pretty much just for her sake. I was like, Mom, I don't want to get one from here. And she's like, at least try them on. So I tried on a whole bunch of dresses, and then I tried on this one, and I just loved it. Like, it fit so nice, and it was just gorgeous and beautiful. And so we ended up getting that one. But I would have definitely bought a cheaper dress if it was up to me, because you're in it for such a short amount of time. Like, just a little bit of time. My cats are like going insane out there. Anyways, so you're in your dress for a short amount of time, like not long at all. So just keep that in mind. You know, do you really want to go all out and spend a whole bunch of money on it? Or do you not? Because it's not like I can go out and eat at Olive Garden in my dress, but I really don't want to, because it's not the most comfortable dress ever, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I only wore it once, and that's it, so. But in the end, get the dress that you love, that makes you feel great, no matter what the price or whatever. You know your budget, you know what you should do. It's just something to think about. But that is it, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave any comments down below that you have, or any other questions, and I will answer them. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.